With the rest of the comp, though?
Yeah, okay, but I agree. I don't actually think this works into the comp at all. But how...
As we had the very common, of course, Cassante versus Corky top lane happening throughout all of this. They're actually fighting right now, aiming. Does he have Valkyrie? Probably not.
Doesn't.
If the Q hits, I think he would have been forced to flash, but not going to happen. And Ocean Drake goes over to T1.
Yeah, Aiming was trying the back there, so I imagine they were looking for a rotation, or at least this one feat, and it's just going to get given over. They're not going to bother.
Yeah. You know, it's nice to deny the grubs as well. I don't think they really had a chance to deny it here. The flash engage Renata, shocker, does not work out. But I was going to say maybe he got the flash out of someone, but he didn't even.
It's for Cotton Core.
Yeah, so
again, with the rest of the champions that they have. But I think that particularly, like, both Wukong and Rakan are quite good at going in, baiting out, and then weaving in and out of the fight again. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Lucid, though, is here. They're turning this one around. It was a bait all along. First blood given over to Lucid. And they want a bit more. Beryl getting pretty low. Owner, he says, this is my kill, but Beryl's going to get away. Meanwhile, we got the bailout here. Lucid looks like he will get the kill and deny the bailout. Can he actually survive too? That would be insane. They all
that is actually, this is, it's such a good bait. They are just not, it's the one pocket where they don't have any vision at all. And the moment Wukong gets on top of Victor, it's just done. Like, he didn't even have to use his flash, right? And then here, able to get the flash, then the Renata W was already ticking. If they get first turret blood here, though, the first blood doesn't really matter. It looks like that is going to be the case.
I mean, they're going to dive Doran here, but he is Cassante. Doesn't matter. The damage, yes, it is stacking, but first turret blood goes to T1, so they get the feats of strength on their side.
Depends on what happens to Dragon here, because I think T1 takes that. The boots are strong, but if DK then also answer with a turret of themselves and get Dragon because Doran isn't there, Doran is going to be fine, right? He's going to come back up in about 10 seconds. Not just that. But this time around, they have a lot of team fighting power. I don't know, though. DK, they're coming in.
Trying to snipe out Guma here. It's not really doing much. That equalizer was pretty bad from CU. It's just missing everyone. Did not inspire much joy. And chains coming in, but will be cleansed off. Nice little McHale's. Bit of damage coming in as he's pulled towards the guys he's burning. Got to be careful with that one, as now Owner in a lot of trouble. Has to go back in looking for the reset, and he will be taken out. But she will go down himself. So 1 for 1, but your T1, I mean, you get the Mountain Drake. A bit of range with the Xerath here. They're trying to siege onto this mid turret and get a bit more, as actually maybe even an engage here, but instead it's just Cassante. And the engage doesn't happen.
You got the Dragon. Like, they use a bunch of their cooldowns, and I think they should take it and leave it at that, but that's not the case.
Oh, Faker in a bit of trouble. He does have Carrion nearby, though, as the Wukong doing a decent amount of damage with the fedness he got early on, but Faker is going to live, and now the rest of T1 comes over the top. Beryl will be taken out in essentially a 4v1. The rest of DK just back.
Take another look at, all started off with Showmaker getting taken quite low.
Help me trade with this, said Faker.
Gifting there. So T1, as long as they play it slow, set up for that objective, I think they're looking really good to bring us to a game number 3. Doran might be in some trouble here, but even if he ends up going down, I don't think it means too much.
Oh, Shiu trying to beat him into this fight. Doran, this time it's a nice equalizer. He's burning the whole way through, but it's Cassante. Here comes Lucid, and he kind of messes up the angle. Doran's just gonna maybe run this one off aiming. No, not again. He's gonna flash forward, and he's gonna bait Lucid into it. Lucid is so dead, as eventually he does be taken out, as T1, they get a big win in that pick, and now they'll look for Anakan.
Not only did they get those kills? But also, Shield doesn't have ults. The Zardakan feels like it might be a done deal. Doran's still alive. We'll see if Showmaker and his buddies can turn the tide, but with the zone control, I don't think that's happening.
He's going to just have to try to get in there and go for the steal. They are looking to take out Guma, but he's just not that weak. And now he's got the buff. The rest of T1 thinking about going in. They're just going to back away from this one. Actually, a TP from Faker will be denied, so kind of odd positioning there, but he's going to back away. And T1 get away.
Hightail it towards that dragon. You cannot give away the Mountain Soul.
Well, at least an even gold state, so maybe there's a fight that DK can take. Lucid, though, spotted on the flank. And
get the dragon. The problem is that you don't actually kill anyone, but there's no TPs. I think T1 should just send it.
I mean, you've got the buff, right? You've got the res. Lucid spotted. He's ulted away. He's not able to get in range. They don't even commit to this one, DK. As, yeah, just going to McHale's the slow off, and DK back out of that. So Mountain Soul over to T1. No Baron, and I mean, at least for DK, maybe you can kind of just wait out the timing as Faker's just kind of wandering into the jungle. He's like, I will use this. I'm using it, guys. Please take me down.
I love how DK is just like, no. Not doing it, which...
Please get...
Well, they still get stuff for taking him down as long as you don't trade kills. I think you still should.
Yeah, 100 gold.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So he's not, and he also has gone Resolve Tree. I forgot the exact runes that he's gotten, but gotta imagine that.
T1 going for T1 Baron, just gonna start it up on Vision and say, okay, come at us. And what are you gonna do about it? Keria is getting chunked by this Corki, but now with the TP coming in, they want to turn around and run away. Aiming in a rough spot. Lucid goes for the ult, but they take T1 off the Baron. Keria is still pretty low, but Lucid did use his ultimate ability, so did Beryl. So still 5 ults here.
I can also keep trading health bars, quote unquote, because they have the shield. So you can see, as long as you use that, it's going to be really hard to win. There's another TP, this time it's Faker.
I mean, the flanking Victor, not as crazy, but Owner's getting in there. He's really making this happen as now the flanking Victor trying to burst down Showmaker, and that he will with the help of Guma. They get a couple of kills, and Guma will survive as well. And so I guess that flanking Victor was pretty good after all. And Lucid thinking about something here.
Can he even kill Doran? Yes, ult. Oh no, sorry, his ult just timed out.
Yeah, I guess he's got Corki. Okay, that's a nice little pick. Doran's just gonna get picked for free.
Yeah, they have Cleaver. That TPing in, flashing off the ball, getting the Mega Storm, and they'll get.
He was like, okay, kill Showmaker. He's out of position. He has no flash. So nicely done by Guma and Faker there.
T1 clearly tightened it up after game number 1. The only way they lose is if they. Oh my god!
Nice equalizer, but that's a Xinjiao. So not really amounting to too much. See you now in a really rough spot. Just totally caught up. Beryl as well just joins him. He says, I won't let you go down alone. Lucid just spinning in the back line. As meanwhile, Doran is just diving. He is Cassante. He's like, okay, turret changes, whatever. And he's going to go down to it, actually. Owner as well in a bit of trouble here. Ult's coming down, and actually he's totally fine. The rest of the team, T1, does come in and clean him up. There's the ace.
So it doesn't matter. Elder is going to be picked up. I guess they waited as long as possible for the going to be seeing anything else. It's Lucid. This is a challenger special. He still got it.
Where are you going, buddy?
A year into the LCK. Yeah, he tried to go for the Hail Mary steal, but he's dead. Oh, well, might not be dead, but
now he's dead. Right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
He's W, but like
nice little dodge.
Well, he's getting collapsed on. He's dead.
No, they. Oh.
Yeah.
He's.
It didn't. Tell us it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, that should be Exodia here in just a moment. For T1, they'll have Elder and Baron. As Doran.
We now have 2 separate timelines, Valdez, because this is either about to be the funniest story for DK fans about how I did the classic DK thing of stomping game 1, doing a weird pick game 2, and then losing the series.
Yeah.
Or they finally turn it around. And for T1, if they do end up winning, it's the classic lose game 1, win the next 2.
Yeah, or like win game 1 and then fool around in game 2 and then win game 3.
Yeah.
Like they do, both teams do this all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like we come into every new year and we're like, new team, new players, new us. No, it's exactly the same.
Oh, nothing ever changes. Because TP comes in, and all that's left standing is the Nexus, and I don't think it's going to be for very long, Valdez.
Yeah. At this point, Exodia acquired. You've got so much poke with Varus and Victor. And Curry's just going to send an ult in, knowing that they're going to have to stop them on these turrets, but they're not going to stop anything except themselves, as Doran will go down, so they got him, and that's about it. That's a gigantic storm, and Ew is actually going to be sniped there, as down will go the Nexus. It is a Quadra for Guma, and there you go. T1 will take down game 2.